Gutterball.
Hey, got Gutterball episode 16 coming. Got Brandon, me, Paul, Jackson coming in. Thank you for tuning in. And we're doing big things. Our shorts are doing great right now. Fucking Jackson. Awesome job.
Fantastic. Hell
Thank
yeah.
you.
Keep cranking
And
them
then
out.
Paul's cranking his hog super hard right now, making new adjustments to our layouts and shit.
Yeah, and
Which,
it's funny you say that, Haller.
yeah,
If you look
go ahead.
around us, brand new overlay, new logos, new stuff coming soon. I just wanted to mention quick that we do have eventually a merch website coming out. We will have a t-shirt or two to start off with, maybe a hat. I'm thinking right off the bat. But so just be on the lookout for that. We'll keep you guys updated. But anyways, yeah, continue, Haller.
Fuck yeah. Well, yeah, no, and that's all I wanted to say real quick. But then also that, yeah, it's my birthday tomorrow, like I said,
Happy
I
birthday,
think.
good sir.
But fucking, I wanted to say thank you, Paul. Thank you, Jackson, for being the friends that you are to me and my fellow co-hosts, my colleagues here, and then actually,
Great.
what you guys do for this, what is and what will become Gutterball Entertainment, like. And then also to all my family and friends that are listening, thank you. I love you so much. My friends and family, they know how much y'all mean to me.
Yeah,
I
sure.
usually not too great about being vocal about that stuff, but like y'all know the deal.
Sure.
And then those who aren't friends or family that are watching, like, thank you, like, for your support.
Supporting the show.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
We love you.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't
Even if
expect any more from you.
even if you don't watch the full episodes, if you're tuning in on the shorts, that's still support. So thank you everybody out there. Thank you for consistently liking the videos. Thank you for the new subscribers we've gotten in the last couple of weeks. We've had a big jump or uptick lately. And also just thank you for the comments too. We don't see as many comments as we would like to see. We'd honestly prefer there would be more comments. So, but it is what it is. As we grow, we'll get more. But yeah, everybody drop suggestions down below. You want to be on the show, let us know. Comment below. But
I mean, even
anyways,
negative comments, like, fuck it. Like, I just want to.
there's already been some mean ones.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not deleting them. I want to bask in the
I
hate.
haven't
Just
even looked.
tell us what you hate, what you love. We want to hear from you. Call us a slang term for
Don't do that.
do that.
Don't do that.
No,
Whatever
do
comes
that,
to
don't
mind
do
for
that.
each of
Whatever
us.
comes to mind. Whatever you think when you look at me, you're like, oh, what's this guy?
Jackson.
Throw it out there.
Jackson, you're going to Colorado next week, right?
I am, yeah. Actually, which is what we talked about before. We're gonna be filming next week's episode on Tuesday, which for you guys won't really make a difference because it's still uploading that following Saturday. But for Paul, that makes a world of difference. Gets a little couple days to get that done, and have the weekend a little bit more open. But yeah, go to Colorado. I'm going to visit my friend who moved there. He's been there for about a few months now, 6 months or so. No, that's not true, like 4 months. But it's gonna be good. Mainly, I'm going down there, gonna go see Megadeth, which really should be sick. Well, it's Five Finger Death Punch's tour, and I don't care for Five Finger Death Punch,
Oh,
so
God.
yeah, I'm sorry, but Megadeth was there. I'm like, the thing about Megadeth is I haven't seen them do their own tours. They always jump on somebody else's. They just don't fucking care, I guess.
Because the logistics of planning and having a tour's ass. When somebody's already got it
Yeah.
planned out and you're like, hey, you want to come play this set from this time to this time, this day at this place, and they already have it all set up. Okay,
They're
man,
like,
yeah, I'll be
"Alright."
there. Like,
It must doesn't give a fuck. He's like,
Yeah.
"All right." But before that, they were touring with Lamb of God and Trivium and whatnot. I'm like, that's pretty good. Now they got Five Finger Death Punch, The Who, and Fire from the Gods. So there's gonna be a lot of dads there. See how the mosh pit is.
I
But,
never got into Trivium. Is that like another dad style band?
how you would know more. I don't know what it's. I've seen them live. They're just metal. I don't think they're super dad metal.
The only reason why I know,
I guess it's more of a question of when you're listening to them.
'Cause I was gonna
One of those
say-
bands. They've been around for a while and their music's kind of progressed. But in general, it's I mean, yeah, it's dad metal, but it's
Yeah.
like it's hard to explain.
because I was gonna say like,
I would compare them, and people might think I'm an idiot. I don't know, but I would compare them to kind of early Avenged Sevenfold-esque.
Okay.
Heavier though, obviously.
Oh,
Like
maybe even a little Veil of Maya in there too.
Really?
To listen to them.
I don't even want to. What did I even say? I'm a
I
fucking.
don't know. Here's what I'm gonna say. I haven't heard of Trivium until literally last week. I've never heard of the band until last week. And it's only because Matt Brown from the UFC, I follow that
Yeah.
fighter, and he was just like shredding out a solo from one of their songs, like on a guitar on
That's
Facebook.
cool.
Well, so they're a vocalist slash. I don't know if he does lead guitar or backup guitar, but his name's Matt Heafy. He's really talented. He's a really good guitar player and
Oh, really?
vocalist. But at some point, I don't know when exactly, he did tear his vocal cords, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And obviously that changed his
Sound.
their music a tiny bit, from records after that. So it's kind of like I said, kind of depends on when you listen to them. They're
Gotcha.
not bad. There's a few songs I like by them, I
For sure.
guess. They're not horrible.
So Jackson, other than hanging out with your buddy in Colorado and seeing Megadeth, like what else do you plan on getting done down there? Anything? Because how long are you gonna be there? How many days?
Only for 5 days.
That's still like a good chunk of time though.
It's really just to go hang out with the homie, meet his friends, just smoke some good dope, legally. We actually, which is nice. He actually got weed for me already, and we're gonna get some more when I get down there. But I already got shit there, so like I don't have to worry about it. Really cool people that go out and just get it for us, so no worries about that. Yeah, it's really just chill, play some Halo. Me and Glenn, we've played every single Halo on Legendary, beat it except for Halo 1. That's our last one we need to do, and we're not doing 5. We can't do Infinite because it's a shitty game, and we're not doing 5 because then again, it's a shitty game. We're not playing it.
Yeah.
But we're almost done with the original good Halo franchise. You do one more, and it's Halo 1. If we can do Halo 2, we can do Halo 1, all right? Because Halo 2 is the hardest fucking game I've ever played on Legendary. If you
Yeah,
haven't
it's
played
very
that,
hard.
it's not even fun. It's like cutting your eyeballs out. It's terrible. The entire time, it's like you're stepping on glass. It sucks. So never play that game on Legendary.
How about
Just
that?
to
Yeah, go ahead.
just cut in real quick. I looked it up. I don't know what I was thinking, but Trivium, just other bands that I would compare them to, be like All That Remains, like Kill
Oh,
Switch
okay.
Engage,
Kill Switch.
that kind of metal.
Okay,
Yeah.
I
gotcha.
guess,
So like almost dad metal, but not entirely. It's weird.
little bit,
Mhm.
little bit heavier.
Yeah,
A little bit. I
much
mean,
heavier.
I guess it's your opinion on what dad metal is varies, but
Oh,
go
well,
back,
dad
back to
metal.
what you were saying. Or yeah, go on.
Oh, well, I was just saying dad metal. I don't want to go off topic, but Slipknot's new album fucking was
I
very
didn't
dad
like it.
metal-esque, and I did not like it
I
either.
hated it.
So
But
I shouldn't say hated it, but I
I
don't
I
care
only
for it at all.
listened. I've only heard one track from it, and I was just like, this doesn't sound like their last album, and I just didn't really.
no, it's not.
Any of it worth it?
I didn't enjoy
I don't
it
think
as
so.
Slipknot, and it's kind of funny to me because I just see people or I talk to people and they're like, "Yeah, I like this. I think this is one of their best albums." I'm like, "I don't know,
Easily
dude. Have you
the
heard
weakest, in my
Iowa?
opinion.
Have you heard
Iowa's so
Self-Titled?
good.
Iowa's, I don't know, like not like it's the best metal album of all time, but it's the best work they put out."
Hot
See,
take.
a lot of people who like Slipknot would agree with that, but I never cared for Iowa.
Funny you say that too. I think it's like an okay album, but hot take. My favorite album is All Hope Is Gone.
That one's it's okay.
I don't know if that's not that hot. I think
It's a really
for the
heavy album,
longest
and I like
time,
it.
I thought Subliminal Verses was my favorite.
It's good too.
But now that over the years, I think over time, I think I agree. I think All Hope Is Gone. All Hope Is Gone is my favorite. I think
Good
that's
one.
aged the best
I
too, in my opinion. I
Yeah.
don't know.
I can't choose between Self-Titled and Iowa. I like them too, but mostly because if when you listen to Self-Titled,
Is
you're like,
classic.
that's a 17-year-old Corey Taylor playing at Ozfest, like the year of that record, and it's like, what the hell's going on, you know? And also, I really like Iowa too because all the screams on Iowa, if you watch videos, people explain it. You can do metal voice well, like right, and it won't damage your chords. Pretty much every single vocal in Iowa he was doing wrong, and it would damage his fucking vocal cord, which makes sense because Corey Taylor said himself that he lost his voice like after Iowa, and it's like, yeah, because he wasn't doing it right, but it still ended up sounding really awesome.
Yeah.
Just sick.
I don't
But back in
believe it.
Colorado, hold up. I have one thing to say. So I needed a backpack to bring to the airport. Never been on a plane either. It's my first plane experience, but the only big backpack I had, I wouldn't want to go buy a new backpack, was my old Batman backpack. And it's big. Got a good thing to it. It's not super Batman-esque, but it's pretty Batman-esque. And
Jesus,
so what I tried to do is this right here. I tried to cut it out, right? Because I wanted this gone. I'm like, this is retarded. I can't have this on.
Jack.
Oh, sorry. Excuse me. I'm politically correct. This is autistic. My bad. We're good. So
God,
I was
man.
like, oh, I'll cut it out, but I can only cut it out and leave a big hole in it. So I just started chipping pieces away, and it somehow ended up looking more flashy and cooler than it did before. And now I'm just gonna keep it on there. Like, looks like it's damaged, and I don't know if you can tell, but it's not good on the camera. But this reflects
Yeah,
very well,
I'm not
so
gonna
it's even
lie.
more showy.
Jack, it
Like,
looks like shit.
It does.
It looks horrible.
It does look like shit. It does look pretty.
so
No, it like reflects. Looks better. Looks weathered. I might
Yeah,
have
it
to cut
looks
this off though.
weathered.
Yeah.
Uh,
But now I'm like, also I sliced my finger open trying to do it, which is awesome too. But now I'm like, I gotta get a new backpack or just cut this off and leave a big Batman sized hole in it.
leave it alone. Just leave it alone. It looks
No.
fine.
I might have to remove that.
I
but
like the bat. I
Yeah.
that
like
was my dilemma.
Alfred. Alfred, get the bat bag right now.
Ow.
Alfred.
I think I got that when I was like elementary school, and I still have it. It's a good backpack. That's the only problem is my other backpack has FTP written on it. So if I'm bringing it to the airport and I want to get searched, that's the bag I would bring. You know what I mean? And I don't want to,
I don't know.
so I'm
I
not
think you're
gonna use
fine.
that bag.
I don't think.
Whatever. If they want to search you, they're gonna search you, dude.
Yeah, TSA picks. You better not be doing anything. Don't bring anything with you.
Don't fuck around.
Just buy
Don't
shit.
fuck
Just buy
around.
shit there.
So expensive though. It's not worth it. You're better off starving yourself the whole process. It's horrible. Unless it's obviously like long, then you gotta eat, but it's so expensive. Everything. Airports are crazy though. I've only flown once old enough to like process it. Airports are crazy. They got full on
Yeah.
McDonald's and shit in there.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
and restaurants and shit even too. Not
Yeah.
even just fast food restaurants, depending where you're at, but like Chicago, O'Hare or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Jackson, I think you should make it a little into like a challenge. I think you should eat nothing but airplane peanuts for your entire Colorado trip. So you should just like at the airport buy all of them, and that's all you eat the whole time. Your buddy's like, "Yeah, man, you want to go out to dinner, grab something to eat?" And you're like, "Can't." Bag of nuts.
Why would I? No.
I don't
eat that
think,
many
I don't
nuts.
think
You
you'd
should.
be, I don't think you'd be able to go to the bathroom for like the entire remainder of the trip. I don't think you'd be able to go poop.
Oh no.
Probably
nothing but
not.
nuts.
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's good in
Gross.
fiber and shit, but it's
he eats nothing but
It'll
those
clog
like
you up.
How about a-
sugar-coated cashews.
Fuck off. That's
honey roast
gross.
shit, yeah.
Yeah.
I love almonds, dude. Almonds are fire.
It's
Fuck
a
with an
it's a good
almond.
style of nut.
Yeah,
Classic.
pistachio is
Natural.
good.
The different flavors are don't get me started on that
Fuck,
shit.
we're bouncing all over the place. Jackson, is there anything you wanted to talk about more about Colorado, or
No, just gonna go see Mega Dave. Gonna be awesome.
Mega Dave? You gonna bring
other
me
than that,
bring me back
want
a
to watch him
souvenir?
shed. Here's the thing. Here's my dilemma. I'll bring you a shirt if you want a fucking shirt. Venmo me money. I'll give you a shirt. Here's the thing though. So I have seated tickets, and one of us is alone. But every concert I've been to ever, the pit and the seated were never separated by anything. So I just figure we'll just walk over to the pit and just stand in the back because who's gonna tell us, you know? So,
Well, yeah. I
it's
mean,
the only
once you get to
thing
the
I'm
venue,
like-
you'll assess it. You know.
yeah,
You'll make it
right.
work.
Like exactly. We'll figure it out, but should be sick.
Fuck
Hell yeah,
dude.
man! That's gonna be a good trip. I've
exciting.
never been to Colorado. It'll be fun.
Yeah, be awesome.
So, other than the new looks, Haller, if you want to maybe touch on the Facebook, TikTok timestamps, quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So I'm working on timestamps right now. So it's pretty soon. Every episode we're gonna have it's gonna be all sectioned up like how
Yeah.
there's some videos are nowadays. So find different topics you can click right to. And then also we're gonna be starting, or I'm gonna be doing the Facebook and the TikTok account. So that'll be obviously the Facebook is general updates, stuff like that. And then Jackson, he's got his shorts that are be easy to throw up on TikTok and shit. He's doing a great
Eat
job in
'em up
that.
there.
And then
Um,
other stuff, just other. I'll figure out TikTok. I've never done TikTok. I'll figure it out.
Speaking of
But
content, I filmed an ad today for Gutterball, and it's not like any ad you've seen. Trust me. All right, it's gonna be spicy. But the thing is, I got fake blood on me, and it's like stained my arm.
Oh, I can
It's kind of
tell.
oh
bad.
Christ,
Yeah,
yeah.
and my hand, and also on my face. Can't really see it, but it's definitely there. And it's like it's gonna come off in like a day or two. I'm like, I can't go to work looking like a goddamn like red face like from Fallout, like one of those guys when you go to
Yeah,
Hey there,
Lonesome
the
Road.
smooth
ghoul.
skin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
cool. No, I'm talking
Scary.
about you ever when you go to Lonesome Road and there's those red ghouls, those red
Oh
guys,
yeah.
those dudes.
I
That's
don't
what I'm
like
gonna
the
You
look
red
like.
guys know
guys.
Fallout more
No,
than
they
I.
always shoot the flares, and then you know you're fucked because they
Yeah,
fuck
yeah,
you
yeah.
so
You're
hard.
just
You're
like,
so scared.
yeah, you're
You're
just kind of
terrified.
walking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fallout New Vegas, you just see the
Yeah.
red flares, and you're like, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck.
There's always
Yeah,
10 of them.
yeah. There's
Only
always
ever
like 10 of them.
10.
What? And at least 3 of the 10 of them got rocket
Yeah.
launchers, and they're fucking.
Yeah,
Oh
they
no.
blast you. It's so scary. Haven't played Fallout Lonesome Road. Run that up. Let's go play that. Don't even do any other Fallout. Go level 1 Lonesome Road.
Don't do that. Go play the whole game and then go try a 10th Lonesome Road. Jesus.
Yeah, level 1 challenge. It's pretty much impossible. Someone did that though.
Yeah, barely.
Barely. Yeah,
I'm like
that's
super
hard as
excited,
hell.
dude. Speaking of games, I pre-ordered. I told Paul earlier, or Jax. I don't know if he was listening, but I pre-ordered for my birthday. My grandma, shout out Grandma Rosie, I love you. She said like, hey, I'll pay for 2 games that you got upcoming that you want. So I got to do God of War, Ragnarok, and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Say what you will about Call of Duty. I'm not super into them except for Modern Warfare. I
Yeah,
played the
same.
shit out of 2019 and I'm excited for MW2. I played maybe 5 matches of the beta and I liked what I played, but God of War Ragnarok. I'm excited. That's gonna be spicy meatball. The first God of War, the 2018, I think it came out. I don't know. One game of the year when it came out. I don't know if you guys ever played that one.
I
Amazing
did.
game.
Actually,
Yeah,
you're
there you go.
it's funny you say that. I remember when that game came out. We got it the day it came out, and actually we rented
Who's
it.
we?
Oh, sorry, excuse me. That's a good point. Me and my buddy Nate. Nate lives out in the boonies, right? And we went to Video Vision, the only one left in Wisconsin, and we literally fucking bought it from there. They had it. Um,
Superior?
yeah, that
No
Video
shit.
Vision. Yeah, no shit.
That's
The
the
day it came
last
out.
one. Or
Um,
one of the last, I
one
suppose
of the last
it's
ones.
one of the
Yeah,
last ones.
I don't
Yeah,
know
you're
where the
right.
other ones are, but must be like a Midwest thing too. I don't think it's
Video
in
stores are
Northern.
a dead
Yeah.
thing.
But, he lives out in the boonies, so it took us literally I was there for, like, a week, like, we were just hanging out, doing whatnot, like, I used to spend a lot of time there, and it literally took us 2 days to download it because he had shitty internet out in the
Oh,
boonies.
Oh,
I'm like,
damn.
"Bro, let me just drive to my house and download it," and, like, couldn't get his mom to drive because he lived, like, an hour away, so I'm like, "Let's
Oh,
drive to my house,
yeah.
download it, 30 minutes, we'll come back," and I'm like, we ended up waiting 2 days and then beating it that week, which is a good time, but that 2 days was a very grueling process. We
Yeah.
had to sit there and wait and hope it didn't crash.
huh.
Didn't crash though.
Yeah, I never played the God of War games. Never really got into them.
I love and even beyond that, the original ones. Like, it's one of my favorite series. Like, classic hack and slash. Like,
For
can't go
sure.
wrong, in my opinion.
For sure.
Well, the new one doesn't play like the old at all. It's completely whole
No,
new
not,
done
yeah, no.
system, but the old
Still
ones are
hack and
sick, dude.
slash, but
Yeah.
definitely more technical. That's for sure.
Oh yeah. When it's
Especially on
like
the higher difficulties. That's just sick, dude.
I miss the
Super
big
hard.
god fights where you just like I don't know
I did,
like those are brutal.
yeah.
It's not as brutal as it once was, but
I do like, I guess maybe the scale of it. I do kind of miss the
yeah,
scale
me too.
of the old God of Wars. But that being said, I think this next one,
Be
I think
good.
we're gonna have more scale.
I like
I'm
that.
excited. I'm super excited. But it's gonna be the last one. They said. I'm pretty sure that it's not gonna be a trilogy. They said this is gonna be all summed up in this God of War for
Huh.
this story. So
Okay.
Interesting.
yeah,
One thing I wanted to touch base on, everybody out there, I know people have been asking about guests. Mikey will be coming back. We're thinking he's going to be on for, I think, the Halloween special, if not sometime around then. So
Yeah.
look forward to
Yeah.
that. Another Phi, well, Jackson and our oldest brother, Joe, will be coming on the show here in the next couple months as well. Same with one of my best friends growing up, Ivan. I think you guys will really like him. We'll probably have a segment about guns. He's really into firearms and he's built a few himself. So he'll kind of break down some of the recent guns he's built and kind of what he owns. So I think that'll be cool. And not to mention, like, having my brother, another Phi-on's going to be good. He has a lot of stories. He got more of the exposure to growing up as a Jehovah's Witness since he was the oldest in our family, and and he'll get to kind of go into that and his side of things, which I think will make for really good topics, good conversation. So everybody out there wanting new guests, more guests, they are coming. It's just it's hard to kind of align time with people. Plus, like, fuck, we're nobodies. No one wants to be on the show. Let's be honest here. But if you do want to be on the show, seriously, drop a comment. Let us know. Even drop comment on a short. We look at all the comments, so if we see that you want to be on, let us know. We'll try to make it happen. Or email right at the bottom here, gutterballbusiness@gmail.com. You guys hear about that horrible mass shooting today?
Only what you told me.
Yeah.
It was in Thailand, so it wasn't in the United States. And I guess, like, as far as South Eastern, like, Asian countries, like, Thailand's the second behind Philippines in gun violence, which I didn't know. You know, it's weird to think about living in the States, like where we are. Gun violence is just a thing, and then you don't think about how much of a problem it isn't in some of these other places. But then you don't think, like, oh wow, I didn't know, like, places like Thailand, I didn't even know they allowed guns. Like, you just assume that everywhere else doesn't really allow guns to citizens for the most part. But anyways, probably gonna get this wrong, and this is a very tragic story, so I don't want to spend too much time on the topic. But basically, an ex-police officer, I don't know as of why yet for the motive. I'm assuming he lost his job or went crazy or something. Went into a daycare in Thailand today with a shotgun, a pistol, and a knife, and he ended up killing 38 people across the whole spree. A lot of them were children. A lot of them were really young children, including, like, his wife and kids at home, because he escaped the scene after he shot the place up, went home, killed his wife, kids, and killed himself. So a total of 38 people are dead, including him, which is really fucked up. And don't get me wrong, like, there has been worse shootings and there have been ones more close to home, but I just thought this one was fucking horrible, especially since it was at a daycare as kids. And just, like, you don't really hear about, in my opinion, you don't really hear about, especially that many people dying in a mass shooting in other countries, right? The last one I can think about,
none that are brought up, at least.
yeah, well, that too.
The
Which
mosque.
ones make the media? Well, I will say this: the last one I could think of is, like, yeah, the mosque, the dude live streaming in New Zealand. Was that where it was? Like, that one was like another. That was the only other big one I can think of that happened outside the States that really made him. But I don't know. Just bringing that breaking, not so great news to everybody that it's still a problem, and also too, I do believe, after I looked in Thailand, I don't think you can own guns. I could be wrong. And if that's the case, like, that just kind of goes to show, like, banning guns isn't going to work, but there needs to be something we can do to, like, stop shooting, right? But nobody has.
Yeah.
It really isn't. Well, start with the kids, start with the goddamn kids and raise a better generation, because can't fix what we have now.
You are right about
Scary.
that. Yeah, it is scary.
It's sad. I don't know.
On to some, like, brighter, I guess, ish news. Doesn't really pertain to really any of us, but according today, or recently, Biden pardoned all federal offenses of simple marijuana possession. This is, like, the first major steps towards decriminalization and maybe even federal legalization eventually. And basically, really what it sums down to is, like, the reason why he did this, and I can sum it up in one quote Biden said, which was, like, too many lives have been upended because of our failed approach to marijuana. It's time that we right these wrongs. And he's right. Even if you aren't a marijuana smoker or have ever smoked it, you kind of have to agree, just like with the facts that have come up in the recent years and how the stigmatism around it. It's not as bad as you think for people. It honestly does less to your body, in my opinion, than alcohol can over time, as far as deterioration standpoint. Don't get me wrong. Inhaling anything is still bad for you, or, like,
Well, yeah, of course.
there are obviously other ways. best. But so I just think this is like a good step. Like apparently this is going to change a lot of people's lives that maybe have background checks that aren't getting passed for a job because they had a fucking less than an ounce of weed, got nabbed, and became a federal offense somehow. It's also really gonna help like current people that are maybe in on charges for it. Fuck, some people might get released. I think is
That are
awesome.
like being processed for that shit right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I wanted to mention that just because I know it's been kind of a hot topic, like just like marijuana legalization, just use of it in general. Don't get me wrong. I don't think anybody out there under the age of 25 you shouldn't smoke it before your brain's developed. Like that's the smart thing. It is shown in
That's
studies.
fair.
It is shown in studies it can really really affect your ability to learn and kind of
Jesus
keep
Christ.
things.
I will say I wish I had waited, honestly.
Me
A
too.
lot
Like,
of people
it's
say that, yeah.
great, but like
Here's the thing.
knowing what I know now, I wish I waited till I was
Yeah.
25 to try anything.
Yeah,
My
that's-
thing is, if I didn't have that as a vice to disassociate and escape, I'd probably been dead a lot long ago.
and that's
by my own
another
hands.
case, yeah.
I mean, like, I think Theo Vaughn was talking about. I'm pretty sure it's him. He's like, addictions are like good for you, man, but also like terrible because when you look back, like that addiction got you through that depression, got you through that anxiety. You know what I mean? So like until you're able to deal with it on your own, and some people they never end up being able to deal with it on their own. Um, but like some like your addictions are kind of your friend, but also they're fucking terrible for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
At a certain point,
And weed's on the obviously
safer
far,
scale.
yeah, exactly on the safer end of the spectrum to where it's like you're fine doing it. Like, come on.
Come on.
Here's my thing: if I was a parent and I found my kid drinking, I'd probably be more mad than if I found him smoking a joint. I'm not gonna lie, but either
Yeah.
way, I'd still be kind of pissed off. I'd be pretty mad, but
Yeah. Depends on the age too, obviously.
it does, yeah.
I mean, there's some people I would say like, no, there's no excuse. A child's a child, but
Yeah.
I mean, that kid's
a
immediately
your 17-year-old child being caught doing that compared to your 12-year-old child, 13-year-old.
Yeah.
Like, I know that's only 3 to 4 years, but I feel like that's a big 3 to 4 years, in my opinion, at least.
Oh, you shouldn't have let me catch you drinking that Yeg. Now you got to finish the whole bottle in front of me.
Yeah.
Like Hank Hill
Instead of
making
the
him smoking
cigarettes.
cigarettes.
Yeah. Start puffing, boy.
That's awesome. Yeah, but with that Biden thing, I was
Oh,
sick.
yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
gonna get super more into politics because you guys know how I feel about Biden.
Yeah,
I don't like him either.
No, but
it's a good
I
thing,
think this
though,
is
what he
really
did.
just something that should have
It's a
been
good
done
step.
2 years ago, and also I really think he did it because not getting into politics, but everyone kind of hates him. So he's like, "Oh, I got to do something good for
Because
people
here's
that
the deal.
care."
He's
No,
I
You're not wrong.
I honestly think he's trying to get people to like him, but he's doing it the wrong way. Because the people that are I think right now, a reason why a lot of people are mad at him is the whole student loan forgiveness. You got that whole side of people that were like, well, nobody paid for my loans. Why should my taxes go up? So, like, those guys are obviously all pissed at Biden, right? But he's like trying to please the wrong side. People that are against student loan forgiveness typically aren't pro weed, or like
yeah,
pro
right.
marijuana, like, so like, I don't know what he's fucking doing. I do know this. Student loan, and that's good that you kind of segued into that. Student loan forgiveness is kind of in hot water as it is right now because there's a lot of lawsuits coming up, whether they be civil lawsuits or just lawsuits in general towards the president or Congress, like just towards the United States government, just because of how apparently student loan forgiveness is like not is like constitutionally like not okay. Like it's gonna like cause more harm than it will good to certain Americans, something like. And that's what they're trying to argue. Now I don't know. I don't, whatever. I will say this though. I do think if these lawsuits, some of them are legitimate, you can pretty much guarantee student loan forgiveness is going to be postponed for a while, and then B, the people that are frozen till December are going to get an extended pause period, even though they said they wouldn't do. Like if the lawsuits start to really pile up, they're gonna just freeze it.
You think so?
I think so.
I know nothing about it, honestly, just because I've
it doesn't really
I
affect
never.
you.
It's
Yeah.
exactly. I didn't
I
go
was
to school, so I never
gonna
bothered
say if a
following it.
lot of lawsuits come through, like if a lot of lawsuits start making sense and like they really have to take time to prosecute it and do whatever and go through it, like it's just gonna get extended, man. I guarantee you we do not like they were saying we'll see a form in October for forgiveness. We will see a form to forgive loans in October for people that are eligible. Like a quick form, and then
Okay.
like I doubt we see that, but I don't think we'll see that over like this. It just
Well,
something tells me like just a lot
well,
to do
no,
in
it's
a few
October
months
right
since
now, dude.
I know. Well, they were talking now. They're like late October. Okay,
Mm.
when
Alright.
government works
Yeah,
slow,
if
but
there's. Yeah, fuck them.
fuck 'em. In other news today, not today, recently, you know how like Kim Jong Un, fucking dickhead over in North Korea, is always launching missiles and shit. Tiny little fat man.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, he's back up to it again. He's just fucking
I
straight
thought
up.
he was sick or some shit.
That's what I thought. I don't.
Or was that fake?
Fuck. I know
I
it's
don't
not
know.
directly him, but he's got dickheads in North Korea just fucking testing again, just launching missiles right over Japan into the ocean, like long
Yeah,
range
really.
ballistic missiles. Yeah, he's just fucking at night firing them like over Japan into the ocean. Like you can visibly see them
Why
if you're in
is-
Japan.
Like, what the fuck? Why is
Yeah.
that not? I mean,
It-
maybe I don't watch TV, so I don't
according-
get normal news.
Yeah,
but
according to the United
it doesn't
States,
seem like it's on the news.
according to the United States, we have now moved one of our air freighters, like big military fucking boats, like out into the Korean because of that. To like hang
Mm.
out.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Kind of be like, hey, what's going on? Well, I don't know where he thinks he's gonna go with this. He must be really deluded because there's already been like an entire like the UN is like, we don't like these people, and there's like a whole group of other people that are like, yeah, if you attack them, we're gonna attack you. So, see how that goes. You know what I mean?
I just think Kim Jong Un's a big Fallout fan. He wants to travel land.
He really likes
loves
Fallout. He wants to
Bethesda.
meet
He
Todd
re-
Howard first.
Todd Howard. He
Oh,
Todd
dude, he
Howard.
fucking dude. He like
the
Kim
only reason
Jong
he didn't
Un.
like that interview movie is because James Franco wasn't playing Todd
Oh my
Howard.
god.
Yeah.
Like Kim Jong Un undoes his shirt and he's just got a huge back tattoo portrait of Todd Howard. Oh, it's just massive.
God.
It's gross.
Yeah.
He's got
Any
Dovahkiin.
size would be
He's got
gross.
Dovahkiin like tatted above his pec and like the Bethesda logo. Oh,
Yeah.
horrible. No, so like that's not cool, Kim Jong Un. If you're watching this sick fucking podcast, which you should be, because you're fucking missing out. Stop launching missiles, dickhead. Get with the game
Yeah.
and stop
Fucking get a
starving your
haircut.
people, man. Get a fucking haircut.
Yeah.
Damn, dude. Kim
He's a
Jong Un
little
got the
fuck.
drip with that haircut. Kim Jong Un is wearing full Supreme when he comes to the White House.
He's dripping.
dripped
Oh my
out.
god.
He's dripped out. Oh boy, that boy is tripping. Yeah.
That point, right.
That
I
boy,
actually
right?
like wonder, like in the movie, like the interview, like they showed him liking American content, but like I really wonder if he really does enjoy a
I
little.
know
bit
he
of
likes
American
Dennis
content.
Rodman.
He does. He said that.
Because isn't he okay?
Well, he's been there a few times.
Hasn't
and they've-
Dennis Rodman
I
been
don't
there and they've hung
know
out?
What that relationship's all
Oh
about.
right, that sounds like something that I've heard before.
Dennis
I don't
Rodman
know about
has
him
been
going.
in that
So he-
country
so-
before.
yeah, he
and,
has.
hung out with.
He likes
That's
basketball.
sick.
Okay.
I think he likes basketball.
Well, that's the thing
Big
is like we
basketball
don't
guy.
like. I don't
Yeah,
think
big-
there's
big-
really
big
any
ball.
way to fully
Big
know
ball.
what's going on there. Just like obviously the people that live there don't know a goddamn thing about the outside world.
Oh, I
you
know. That's what's scary.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that,
Fucked.
Did you?
fuck him.
I've been lately on YouTube, and I think you've been here, Haller. I've been watching those guys that go to the countries, like Americans that literally somehow get
Mhm.
access to the country. And like I watched
Yeah,
a
how
guy
do
go
they
to
do
Korea.
that? Do
I
you
don't know. I'm not sure. They must get through with some media pass if they got a lot of money. They might.
Press.
They probably like obviously like when I was watching the dude that went to North Korea, he was told very strictly when filming the Kim Jong Un statue not to say anything about its size, not to like, because like that's how you
Just don't comment on it.
That's how you disappear. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or you have to say, oh, he looks very good. And also like certain things, like if you're going to take pictures of monuments there's literally a cop or a dude standing there that's like, you have to get the full You have to take a picture from a certain angle. They don't want it cut off or anything.
Mm.
It's very odd. But recently, there was one that got uploaded. A different guy. He went to now Afghanistan, or now Taliban controlled Afghanistan. So he went there like last week. Like
Yeah.
he was just walking down like the streets and the markets and the villas, and like it was fucking scary. Like there's just dudes walking around
How?
vacant. Press somehow they didn't murder him and chop him up in the
No,
street.
how?
I don't know.
What?
But anyways, this guy, he literally went up to like a trash can next to like one of the market stands, and literally like was just thrown in there and crumpled up was like a gender equality poster or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So
Well,
it's just
I
like
mean, have you seen all the shit in, like, I believe it's Iran with the girls
yeah, like
standing up
Yeah.
and shit?
didn't
It's
that woman get
crazy.
killed, right? Wasn't she beat to death or by a
Yeah.
bunch of cops for not
Yeah,
Yeah, it's fucked.
from what I saw, of course, I'm not going to say that this is for sure,
yeah.
but I'm pretty sure, like, yeah, she got picked up for supposedly them not liking what she was wearing or something, and they had to bring her to like a rehab class that supposedly they go to if something like that happens. And then yeah, like she died in their custody, and they tried saying that it was she was on drugs or something.
They just straight
I
up
don't know.
beat her.
I don't
just
even
beat
think
her
it
to
was that.
death.
But
Yeah.
what they lied. They straight up lied, and the family's like, no, like they had to hire private investigators or some shit and like autopsy, like yeah, like blunt force trauma to the head and shit. Like yeah,
Mhm.
they beat her to death.
Yeah.
And so yeah, they're standing up like
Good. I hope the women revolt,
yeah,
and they shouldn't have
yeah.
to. They shouldn't have to wear that shit. I think you should be able to do. I mean, I get it follows religion, whatever, but I think people should
See,
be able to
but
do whatever they
No.
want.
I don't know, dude. That's I don't know. That's where I feel like you got to draw a line. Like
I
people
don't get
say
it.
that like freedom of religion, but like there's the
No.
line that you're crossing there, in my opinion,
What do
as
you
far
mean?
as human rights.
Oh,
Human
like
rights
Right,
with
yeah.
women.
yeah, because I get what you're saying, because like in that place they enforce the religion in a way, so it's almost like
Yeah.
they don't have a say no matter what. Even if they don't like the religion, they have to wear. I see what you mean. Yeah, no, I agree. Like
Yes.
there's certain places where like yeah, no, like if the religion's being forced, fuck it. Like if you don't want to fuck with it, you shouldn't be in trouble or death because you don't. But again, we live in a very we have a very nice living here for the most part compared to other
I
areas.
mean,
So
in comparison, obviously, but still, that's just fucking. I think same thing as the whole government thing. Like when it just comes to, I think I hate the. I mean, government. I don't like it, but when it comes to religion, I just that can get under my skin really easily sometimes.
especially since the government protects religion.
Yeah.
It's just because a lot of that is religion driven.
Like a lot of
Technically,
people
at
wouldn't.
the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
Like
Like,
the
yeah.
whole women thing. That's what they say is that it's
Yeah.
wrong based on what is it? Islam
Yeah.
religion? Is that what it is?
Or
So,
Muslim, or is it just
or yeah,
you are a
I don't
Muslim
want to
if you
say it.
study Islam. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to be. I don't want to say it wrong. I don't mean to say it wrong if I did, but
neither do I.
you know what I'm
Well,
getting at.
Yeah.
biggest thing about being a Muslim is you follow Muhammad, the prophet, he was a warlord. Like he literally like wasn't a good person. Like he killed, raped, pillaged, did all that shit.
Well, and
So it's
I
like
could be
not
wrong, but isn't it the only? It's such a hot button topic because I don't want to offend anybody.
Dude,
Like,
we're
it's not
probably
what I'm here
sounding
to
real
do.
ignorant right now, but who cares?
Yeah, but isn't I've always heard that like they encourage violence
yes.
in the what is it, the
Here's the
Quran?
The very
Yeah,
Is
original
that what it is?
Quran even
Yeah.
said kill infidels.
Yeah.
It just says kill infidels.
I've
Like just
I've literally heard it both ways. It's just like how people interpret the Bible, dude. Like any other
Right.
religion, you got the super
well, there's
radicals.
extremists of everything.
Yeah.
Obviously,
And
of
but like
course,
I
yeah.
do get it with that religion in particular though, or those like religions from the Middle East. Like a lot of them, I know they say they're about peace, whatever. And don't get me wrong, there are people that practice it peacefully. I mean, no harm or any ill will towards anybody else. But you've also got these people that are like, well, the text says this, so I should do this. Like
extremists
Yeah.
of everything.
Yeah.
Of course.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Like, there's good of all major religions, it's just
Yeah.
it's just hard to talk about without fucking
Well,
obviously
here's
you
what
guys
I'm gonna
know.
say is this is I don't care. This is probably a hot take, and not a lot of people out there might like this. I don't care what religion in the States it is. I don't care if it's Christianity, whatever. I think you should, you know how like churches don't get taxed in the States? Like if you have a church, they don't have to pay taxes. To me, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
To me, that's bullshit. With all the money they take in on like donations and shit to have the church built, and some of these churches, have you seen them? They're like mega churches or like
Oh,
super
100%.
nice. And I'm not just saying like the Christian ones. There are some really nice mosques
All of them.
here.
No,
There are some
yeah,
really nice,
absolutely.
but here's
Temples,
in temples. But
everywhere.
here's how I say it. They should also have to pay the tax man, because they are some like religion
Yeah.
institutes like that are some of like have some of the most wealth in the country in some areas that it would really contribute if they paid taxes, like,
I don't
but
disagree.
they don't. And I just think it's stupid. Like, how come I could start a business and say my business is my belief. I believe in my business. It's my life, my passion. I do it 7 days a week, right? How come my business has to pay taxes, but the thing that you just go to once a week or 2 days a week to worship doesn't, like I'm probably sounding uber ignorant to everybody out there that does study something or follow
Yeah,
something or believe in
I don't know.
something, but
I guess
just
it is
think you
easier
should
to
have
talk
to-
about since we're all. I mean, can we all agree that we're all generally atheist, or at
Yeah,
least
I'm
I'm
kinda-
agnostic.
I'm kind of
if anything, I
agnostic
guess.
leaning.
So, but yeah, like it's what's the deal? You know,
I
they
don't know.
get
Well,
they
yeah,
get benefits that I don't think should exist there. The freedoms to obviously practice that shit, right on, sick. But like, you're
Yeah.
not wrong. Like there's definitely no separation in church and state like there's supposed to be, and that just shows with a lot of the things that like abortion.
Yeah.
Like that's a big thing recently, and a lot of that's driven like from one side being,
Yeah.
from a religious perspective, but like there's not supposed to be
religious.
there's supposed to be a separation of church and state. Like,
Right.
if I'm not mistaken,
you're
like
right.
that's written in, I don't know what
Another hot
somewhere.
take. Another hot take. Most schools here in the States are public schools. You're not supposed to have religion in schools, right? Like you're not supposed to
Yeah,
how come there are like, oh, I guess they're
the
private. So that makes sense. Private schools make sense how they could be Catholics, right? Because they're private
yeah.
schools.
Oh yeah, they're private. Yep.
Yeah.
I do believe this. No matter what school you go to in the States, I think you should have to learn about every religion, like in world history or whatever classes. Like I think you should have to learn about all that. Not believe it, but I think you should have to be like, oh,
For
like
educational purposes.
educational, like, oh, Christianity like boomed in this time period way back when it was prominent in these areas.
I'm
and,
sure
like,
they do.
and then like, oh, and
I don't-
I know they do, but like I know they
Oh,
do for
okay.
the most part. I'm just saying, like, if it ever gets to a point where they stop, like, that is not something they should pull out of schools. They should still teach you the basics of every religion, not
Well, it's
practicing
part of
religion,
history.
but the base of it, yeah,
It's,
history.
I mean,
Like what countries, what's the most popular religion in this country, right? Or like what are the top 10
yeah,
religions? in
sure.
the
Oh, I
country?
definitely
Yeah.
learned that at school. But how come I can't go to the church of Gutterball and sit there and pray to my one true God, the
And
the
not pay our
Gutterball? We'll have like a
taxes
statue of a Gutterball thrown up,
because we're a
and that'll be
religion.
oh Jesus.
Because we're not
Like,
enough
well, yeah.
people.
The thing is, what decides religion and what doesn't? You know what I mean? Like the Pastafarians, that still is a recognized religion now. How did that become a recognized religion?
And what
Like how does
separates
that happen?
what
It's a cult.
separates a religion from
Cults
a
and
cult?
religion.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's just the amount
Well,
of people in it.
Well, I
Like,
think also is in a religion, the dude that made all the shit up is dead, and in a cult, that dude is the leader. You know,
Ah, okay.
like I don't know who said that, but I'm like, yeah, that checks out. Yeah,
we're still alive, maybe.
Guys, we'll have a big Gutterball church in the future.
I don't know.
And like that's right, Jack. It'll be like a big worshiping Gutterball puking, but the puke is a live fountain coming out of it, and it's dyed green. And like when you get cleansed by the Gutterball, you basically get baptized in like the pool of the puke that the fountain.
Our
system
Bloody
is.
Mary or like the Mary of like statue bleeding is the Gutterball just starts puking blood all over the place, and that's how you know rapture has come.
And it's projectile. It's projectile. It like
Yeah.
sprays the crowd with puke.
Oh, no.
Goes into your
That
eyes,
sounds
right
so
to your eyes
scary.
is where it goes.
I don't
Yeah,
like
Blinds you.
we make all the chairs vibrate. We make all the chairs vibrate when that's happening. Oh, yeah.
Oh.
We can't talk about doing a Gutterball militia. We can't be talking about this fucking hypothetical cult either.
You can't talk
Oh,
about. Why
yeah.
can't we talk about
Yeah.
hypothetical Gutterball cults? I think it's funny.
It's the same
I
thing
think
as
it's
a
pretty
militia.
awesome. Well,
It's only a
you know.
militia if we introduce like guns and
Guns
like
Yeah.
or wanting to enforce our own
yeah, and
laws or some shit.
banditry. Yeah,
Yeah.
breaking into people's
Can't
homesteads.
do any of that.
Oh my god.
Can't be
Why
doing
not?
any of
It's
that.
a free country.
Oh
Just-
yeah.
Do whatever I want.
I had to explain such another gross topic to bring up, but like I had to explain to my mom what QAnon was
Oh my god.
Mm.
because I actually saw a person driving with a QAnon thing on their back of their vehicle.
That's
and I was
so
like,
cringe. Dude.
isn't it, dude? I was like, actually, like, and that's I don't know. It could. I love a good, we love our good ironic humor,
Yeah.
but even that, like, that's, I don't know. That just seems that's not.
I think
There's
if
no
you have any
irony in trying to joke about that. I don't know.
Far out.
Yeah.
I think if you have any type of bumper sticker, you're automatically a faggot. Like, I don't know what you got going on with yourself.
Christ.
Just take off the bumper stickers, bro.
Christ,
It's not
Jack.
cool. No one cares about your opinions. I don't even care if it's a
you're not-
raunchy,
I
funny one.
agree.
I was
I hate
driving one
bumper
day, someone
stickers,
had
too.
Rick and Morty. He's portaling out. I'm like, why do you need to have Rick and Morty coming out of a portal on the back of your car?
Yeah, and I
hate
don't
you.
yeah, and I don't care. I don't care about your stick figure families, all right? And I also don't care if it's one of those RIP stickers. Your friend died. Oh no.
speaking
No,
of,
I'm just kidding. That's so
dude,
fucked up.
Just today, I was driving with my sister. Bumper sticker. You know what bumper sticker I hate seeing on vehicles? We the people
Oh,
across the
God.
back. Ugh.
What about the Namaste ones?
Fuck you.
I hate those. The Namaste ones with
The
coexist. Oh god. Oh, I immediately want to rear end. I immediately want to rear end a person if they have a coexist like fucking sticker on their car.
That's funny that you mentioned the funeral one where they have the person's name. Is our sister had a vehicle whose former owner had that on there, and me and my sister had a dilemma where we're like, can we remove it, because we still knew the old owner, and I'm like, nah, you just keep it there, and it never removed. It stayed there. It did not get taken off.
I know what you're talking about. No,
Yeah,
but you have to understand.
But we did.
You have to understand this, Haller. This is a very close family friend who's.
Oh, okay. So you actually know them.
Like, they come over a couple times a month to my parents' house. Like, talk to my mom.
I'd still take it off.
Shitty situation, but it's kind of like one of those Curb Your Enthusiasm things where you're just walking along and boom, it'll hit you, and you're like, oh shit, oh man,
I love that
don't know.
show.
That actually be a good idea for a skit. Do we remove the dead person's decal off the car?
Oh my god. Oh.
What
Like, I don't know.
did you not care for Jimmy, or why'd you take it off?
Oh, yeah, I take off the car. I saw you driving around and notice.
I hate to, I hate to bring you aside and single you out like this. But did you remove these stickers? The car we sold.
Oh my god, that'd be fucking.
And you've had the car for like 2 years.
Yeah, 2 years.
And it just finally did it. And the
next time they immediately notice. Yeah, they immediately notice.
They're like, hey,
oh,
sticker was gone.
So Tammy from across the street called me. Said they saw you at the store, and Jimmy's gone. We heard. Sevilio.
Yeah, what's up with that? What's up? You know,
you didn't even bother washing your car after you took it off. The imprint of it's still there on the window.
Your car's still dirty.
It's like,
at least wash your car.
Oh my god.
Oh god. What was it? Jack, you wanted to talk about To Catch a Predator, right? The classic Chris Hansen Dateline show. Yeah, why don't you roll into that bad boy?
So, at my leisure and work, I sometimes watch To Catch a Predator because it's funny to watch grown men cry when they get caught doing something they obviously shouldn't be doing. But the weird trend I've seen in How to Catch a Predator over watching all these things is they almost always, they start like this. They're like, you can see the chat room of the predator preying on our fake victim, and it goes like this: I want to fuck you and so and like this, you know what I mean? Like I'm gonna fuck you, I'm gonna fuck that, and then I've always bleeped out, but it's literally just beep 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 beep. I want to beep
Yeah.
beep beep you. It's like why even show it? But the
And then
thing
he's
that they
like, "What do
show,
you mean by that?"
yeah, what do you mean by that? What do you mean? He's like, all the time
Very
they're like,
detailed messages.
and
What did
then
you mean by that?
and then he shows, and then he sends this picture of his penis, and it's always blurred out. But I'm like,
Yeah.
why is that there? It's just a blurred out picture, and you just say this is his penis. Why did you show that to us? Also, Chris Hansen has all the chats, so I wonder if they're blurred for him or if he just sees all the dicks and he just hates it. He's like, I'm
He
sick
sees
of
it
seeing these
all.
dicks. Stop printing them out. Blur them for me.
So can you
But
can you tell me why you're here right now with a box of Magnums and a bottle of honey? And why are you dressed like a grizzly bear? Why don't you just take a seat right over here? I'm gonna look through these
is he?
chats real quick. Yeah, and like it's always something like that. It's some ridiculous shit. So how come you brought two family size
Fucking Honey
dual
and a
topping
Grizzly
pizzas?
Bear.
Yeah, yeah. How
Just got that now,
Yeah.
you idiot.
How come
Oh
you
my
brought
God.
two extra large pizzas and a 12-pack of Coke? A
That
box
one
of
guy who eats
condoms?
the pizza, classic.
Oh yeah, the dude that was
You
eating
guys
the
have
Yeah,
known.
what an
He
asshole.
brings the pizza.
Yeah.
I mean, he knew
I
he was
think he
going to
knew he was going to
jail.
jail.
He's
It's
like,
funny. It's
"I
shitty that I
brought the
know his name.
pizza."
His name is Jeff Scoville, and the only reason I know it is because he's like the most infamous person on there, just for being an
Yeah,
asshole. He just eats the pizza. He
he's
knew
like,
he was
"What?"
going to fucking
He even
jail.
doesn't he say that he's like, "What's the problem?"
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
He's
That's
like,
yeah,
I didn't do
yeah,
anything.
He's just
You know,
smacking
nothing
on the
happened.
pie, barely answering
yeah.
his
Yeah,
questions.
he's
Oh
folding
my
it in
God.
half.
Yeah,
Yeah. There's also a trend where a lot of the male like they have like the male what do you call it, catfish. It's like a fake dude. He's like older though, so you can be the actor. But there's a trend where they're all 30-year-old men, and it's very obvious. And if you go watch old Catch a Predator, just watch like I don't know how you'd filter out just the men episode, but there's episodes where they have men and they're obviously full grown men with like beards and shit, but
yeah.
they're trying to gotta put him off as 8 years old or something. It's like what the fuck? So go watch that because that's a hoot when you realize that these dudes do not look young at all.
Did you know it like the first or second season of that? I think it was like the maybe only the first season. Like none of those guys went to jail because they didn't have law enforcement involved in the show at that point. So it was literally
Oh,
just
I
like
didn't know that.
a hey, we caught you,
Haha.
fuck
Get
you,
fucked.
like we're gonna plaster your
But
name
they can't.
everywhere.
But can't they turn over what evidence they
Yeah,
found?
but like they turned it over, but like they at that point though, the guys were just walking out of the house and fucking half of them were just disappearing. You know what I'm saying? Like they were just
Oh, okay.
erasing themselves off the planet, going to a different fucking country or something. So that, like whatever, right? Like I'm sure it's probably
Nobody.
happened a
Yeah.
couple
Okay.
times, but like no, like this. That once I got law enforcement involved, it was like as soon as they left the house, you were getting fucking put in cuffs, and the evidence was there.
Yeah.
Before
Which
it was
is
like a whole process, but
why I see all those vigilantes on YouTube that try to catch predators. And
yeah,
guys, you think you're doing God's work, but you're actually hurting it even more because it's good you're exposing these dudes, but if you don't work with law enforcement, these guys are not going to jail. And there's hundreds of different people who just are like bounty hunters for pedos, and they exploit them, they get them on blast. But it's like these people aren't going to jail, they're not serving their justice. Um,
and
and at the end of
you're
the day,
right.
like you're exposing yourself to that world, and I don't know about you, but that just terrifies me. Like I wouldn't even want to fuck that. It's gross, you know
It's
what I mean? Like
well
you have to
that
chat
whole
with these
it is a
people.
scary world.
Yes.
That's for sure.
I don't want to talk to somebody with a mindset like that, but like
No.
Chris Hansen though, man, what a downfall that man has had kind of ever since that Dateline NBC show. Like I take everything that I'm about to say with a grain of salt, but like I'm pretty sure that dude got in trouble for bouncing checks, like check fraud. Like he ordered a bunch of these mugs, like with his name on it, like these mugs, and he was trying to sell. Or no, he got sued by a guy because he ordered like 1,200 coffee mugs that he was selling and never paid the guy. He got all the mugs, he never paid the dude, and he kept giving the dude bounce checks like 6 different occasions. And then
Really?
that's how he got in all the trouble. And yeah, he literally got like there's a mug shot of Chris Hansen out there, him getting arrested for the check
Mm.
fraud.
Or yeah, I'd seen
Um,
that he got in trouble for something.
and then not only that, like I just think his life's been rocky. Like I know he got divorced.
Mhm.
So that was pretty big for him. Like,
That's all
not good.
personal stuff,
Yeah,
though.
but like, still, that kind of bleeds into professional. Like, in his case, it did. And no, he
Well, he
was
even
like,
said,
was that?
he ripped off PKA,
Yeah,
one of our podcasts
Yeah,
that we
I
enjoy
remember you
watching.
talking about that.
PKA.
Paul just mentioned before we started. I don't know any more about it, but apparently just didn't pay
Yeah,
him.
so like he was on the show, but he was only on the show, if I remember, it was one episode, and he was on for a half an hour, an hour. Now, if you look it up, there are two PKA episodes, I think, with his name on it, but one of them's a question mark. That first one, he just no-showed. They paid him, and he just didn't show up. He did show up the next episode or whenever they rescheduled. From what I heard, they didn't really get a lot of their money back, like for him just missing that. Which kind
How
of
much do you think they spent? Like over 5 grand?
booking him,
Mm-hmm.
$1,000 maybe, 500
Really?
for an
Okay.
hour.
Okay. That
You
makes it
know,
doable because I'm
Half
like,
hour.
well,
I think it was honestly only a half an hour, and it was like
I'll get
absurdly
Chris
priced.
Hansen $500. Come on in for half
good
an
buddy
hour.
of ours, he actually got me for I can't remember which birthday. It was within the last 2 or 3 years, but got me a cameo from Chris Hansen. It was fucking awesome.
Was it?
Oh no shit! I haven't
Yeah,
seen that.
Mustache. Really? Oh
Oh,
yeah,
Oh, I haven't
Mustache.
seen
yeah,
that.
I seen that.
He got me yeah,
What do
Jackson,
you
you'll
well?
love it.
I gotta know what do you say? What do you had him do?
Maybe who knows? Maybe that's something I can put up on our Facebook page or something.
That or
Yeah,
TikTok.
that or you could just react to it live on Twitch.
That's true too.
that'd be pretty sick.
Speaking of Twitch, actually, I know I know I think I've brought it up even on an episode before, but like I'm gonna actually figure out a date, especially with the Modern Warfare 2 coming out. I think I'm gonna try at least by then that game coming out. I'm gonna try setting a specific time. I'm gonna start live streaming on Twitch uh content just because fucking even aside from live streams, like there's games like we've talked about doing gaming videos.
Yeah.
Like
Mm-hmm.
I think especially with the way things have been going, like I feel like we're I don't know. How would do you guys I guess that's something we could just talk about off podcast, so the logistics of like starting that shit. But
Yeah, we can
Mhm.
get that going. That wouldn't take much.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
um
we will have gaming content.
Oh, speaking of more content, I always just like piggyback because Haller thinks of content, and I'm like, oh, I'm doing shit too. Um, music, Gutterball music. Maybe not going out on Gutterball channel, but me and Paul, we're gonna go off on some bars. It's gonna be dropping heat. I know a good friend. Well, friend I knew from school, and he such became like a better friend. I'm gonna go to his house this Saturday. While Gutterball will be out by then, so you should be watching that. And we're gonna drop some bars and see how that goes.
Oh yeah.
Mix up some heat
Yeah, and even if you don't
for
get
fun.
much, even if you don't get much done there, try to get some beats on a flash drive from him or something. And
Yeah.
speaking of, I actually have been I think I talked to Paul how I like kind of changed a little bit of that one beat and
yeah,
I've actually started making two other beats like with you guys in mind.
good
So
deal.
like I
Yeah.
definitely
Uh,
I'm excited.
Jackson, did you want to do your corner showcase?
Yeah, let's see Jackson's corner.
Okay, guys, so you're in for a treat. We're doing a short Jackson's corner this week. So let me just flip over the overlays quick here.
Step into the streets. We're hard out here. It ain't safe. Been here for years.
It ain't safe out on Jackson's corner.
Oh no. Motherfuckers get killed out here. Alright. Alright. So only got 3 shirts here to show off today. One shirt is from a brand called Haiviq. Haiviq. And
Damn.
this is
Oh damn.
a little Easter egg
Damn.
for you guys. This is the brand of the dude that made the Gutterball designs. This is his clothing.
Oh,
And
Oh,
really?
picked
cool.
this up. Yes, this is one of
Cool.
his shirts. The ink block shirt, which is pretty cool. Isaac Nurmi, shout out him. Shout out Haiviq. Go check them out. Really sick shit.
Yeah, shout out Isaac Nurmi.
Um, Second shirt I got. You ever heard of the brand called Half Evil? Goes by 333. Ooh, my camera gonna be?
Out of focus.
I can see that. That's no good. Should I do a pop off,
Yeah,
pop on?
yeah.
think it's because I moved too fast or something.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're good. It'll be slow movements here. Brand called Half Evil. So one of their shirts I picked up. Now,
Damn,
Half
that's sick.
Evil, being their motto is 333. Every single drop they drop a t-shirt that is $3.33. And they even put in the tag that they lose like 10, 12 bucks every time they print a shirt. But they do
No
it every
shit.
single drop. And so I ended up paying $5 in total for this, no joke, with shipping. Very awesome.
Damn.
Very limited quantities, but they do it every single drop. So if you're in there on time, get yourself a $5 t-shirt, support a brand.
How do they
But
make
it's
money
great
on that?
because
Long
this
I
was
don't
part of
know.
their anniversary collection, and every single shirt got a free shirt. Now the free shirt is nothing like you've seen before.
Hold on, Jack. I stop you there for a second. Do
Yeah.
they do a limited quantities of these $3.33 shirts?
Yes.
Okay, I was gonna say there's
Yeah.
no way they're just like, hey guys. Yeah.
No, that's
Here's
what
100
I
of
said
them.
earlier. They
Oh,
sell out
sorry,
pretty
my bad.
quick.
Oh, my bad. My
No,
bad.
no, no. But this is the best like free gift I've ever got from any company. Especially since I spent $5 and I still got this in my thing. It is one of those soak shirts, but it says 333 Half Evil on it.
Oh,
Wait, I've
And
hell
never
yeah.
seen one of those. Explain that.
yeah, so it's literally just a t-shirt that if you put into water, it comes out and you can wear it and whatnot,
It blows it
which is
like
very cool.
that's a full size shirt right there.
That's
Yes, a full
sweet.
size shirt. This thing actually has heft to it. That's why you can tell like it's good quality.
Yeah,
Never gonna soak it.
they used to
I
sell
probably
shit like that at GameStop.
yeah. This is a really
For
cool
video
free
game
gift
shirts and
though.
stuff.
That is a cool free gift.
For a brand. So
Mhm.
shout out Happy
Oh, for
Evil.
sure.
Sponsor us, give us free shit, please.
Yeah.
But
That'd be sick. I
very,
would
very
love to
cool.
get free shit from sponsors.
It only took 2 months because they had to get these from China.
Okay.
Oh,
So
Yeah,
that's
that's
Jackson's
Jackson's corner.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
good
that's all
one.
I got for you.
hell yeah, brother.
Good job. That was a good one. I got to back here. What's so funny?
I'm just immature and
I think this is funny. You think this
Like
is
it's
a fun?
game?
You think this shows the comedy?
You think I come in here and have fun?
You think I'm
I
here?
hate myself.
I think I've come in here to tell jokes. Am I dressed like
What,
a
am I some kind of
clown?
clown?
Yeah, am I some kind of
gotta-
clown? Do I amuse you?
Alright,
funny?
Scorsese. Take it easy. Pesci.
Nah, I like the desert scene better. How about when Joe Pesci gets beat to death with baseball bats?
Oh
That's
God.
pretty good.
Or how about like the meme where it's a
That's Casino though, right?
oh that's
Yeah.
Casino. I was gonna say the meme where they're squeezing him and it's like the Italian seeing pineapple put on pizza for the first time when they kill him. In Goodfellas,
He's like-
I think.
Talking about
He's like,
they're-
put his head in a vice. He's like, put his head in a fucking
Yeah,
vice.
yeah,
Like,
they
no!
got
yeah,
yeah.
He's like, and then he's like, Tommy B, you withheld on me for Tommy B, and you stupid motherfucker. Now look at you, and his head's all crushed. It's
God,
so
it's
fucked.
horrible.
It's bad. My favorite scene is in Casino though, right at the beginning when they're doing cheaters justice. They catch a couple cheaters, and they're like, "Which hand
yeah.
do you use?" And they just break the man's hand with a mallet. And he's like,
Oh,
Classic.
he's like, you can either use the saw and walk out of here with all your money, but with one less hand, or you could take the hammer and walk out with no money. But I like it because either way, he's getting some fucked. Like either way, he's
Yeah.
not leaving this without one of his body parts severely damaged.
Good
Hilarious.
movie.
Classic.
What's your guys' favorite scene from the movie Hot Rod? I like the scene when Danny McBride fucking eats the barking cone, talks about going to church every goddamn Sunday.
That's pretty good.
Drinking green tea.
Yeah, drinking
Hot
green
Rod,
tea. Yeah.
2006
scene is
film.
Yeah,
Oh.
that sounds right.
I said
6,
you look
7.
shitty. Good night,
2007.
Denise. 2007.
Shitty.
Yeah, I like when they're
what
dancing
about Hot
in
Rod
the
2?
front
Where's
of the
that at?
convenience store.
Oh yeah. What'd you say, Jackson?
Hot Rod 2. Oh yeah, where they're dancing
be
to that
cool.
music.
No,
Yeah, I hate that.
Do you think they should do a Hot Rod too?
I think they should do a Hot Rod 2.
I would
Dude.
watch it.
I would watch
I
that.
would-
I
I'd
bet
watch
you.
it.
I bet you that would be a sequel too, where the first one was already super dumb. That if they did a second one, there's no way they could fuck it up and ruin the first
Yeah.
one because of
Pretty much.
See, that's kind
Yeah.
of like with Joe Dirt, though. They kind of. I haven't seen
They
Joe Dirt
fucked-
2.
I
I
haven't
heard it was
seen it
bad.
either. I heard it was
That's what I'm
really
I forgot
worried
they
that
did
they're going
Joe
to
Dirt
do
too.
with
I never
Hot
saw
Rod.
it.
They definitely need a second one on that. A Hot Rod 2, all right, sounds cool. Joe Dirt 1 is all we needed.
Yeah.
because I don't think
we
Hot
didn't.
Rod is like a cult classic, like Joe Dirt is. You know what I mean? It's like a comedy classic. I don't think Hot Rod's a comedy classic. I think it's okay. It's funny.
It's got its moments. I
Yeah, it's
do.
good.
Yeah.
I do really like that the whole
not
premise of the movie is so he could kick his dad's ass.
Yeah,
Dad's
that's
ass.
true.
Pretty good.
He's getting
I don't
thrown
know,
through like drywall and shit.
Mhm. Totally did
I
kick
don't-
his ass though.
What were you gonna say, Aller?
I don't know. I think the whole Lonely Island thing didn't age well. Or it might be just that we grew up out like we were just that
I think the movies were good, but I think the music didn't age well. You ever go back and listen to that shit? It's like kind of
no,
cringe.
it's horrible.
Dude, it's like little
Yeah.
kid music.
We were
But I
that
like what
age,
Norm
though.
Macdonald, what Norm Macdonald said about him. He right to their faces too, which is even funny. He's like, you know what I call you, Lonely Island, huh? I call you Sandler and the other three fellas, and he just destroys them because it's funny. Name anybody else in Lonely Island.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, there you
Exactly.
go. Exactly.
Oh yeah,
No
Andy
way.
Samberg and the two other
Yeah.
guys. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's horrible because I totally agree with him. Oh,
Yeah.
God.
I thought it was the
Rest
spiciest
in
thing
peace,
ever.
Norm, dude.
Yeah.
peace.
Awesome.
Rest in peace, Andy Samberg. I'm just fucking with both of
I
you.
didn't know he
I was just
died.
wanting to see if I could bait both of you to see if you actually think he's
My
dead.
God, I didn't know
No.
he died. Oh, rest in
Oh,
peace,
fucking
Louis
whatchamacallit.
Anderson. The one.
Oh yeah, true.
That Brooklyn Nine-Nine or whatever that everybody fucking creams about.
I don't like that.
I don't
I don't
like
that show.
I
You know
don't
why?
like shows like that.
I don't like
don't
a
like
lot
cops.
of sitcoms.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I'm
Oh,
just kidding.
fuck you.
No,
I
I'm
always-
just kidding.
I always keep a knife on me just in case there's cops. I'm just kidding.
It's like there's a screenshot. It's like the proper way to roll down your window and greet an officer, and it's got a guy with the gun.
Yeah. It's literally it's the Nathan Fielder from his show, whatever. What's Nathan?
For you?
Yeah, Nathan For You. I think it's a screenshot from that. It's like how to inform an officer you have a handgun, and he's like actively like the windows down, the cops there, and he's like pointing the revolver at him. It's really bad, dude.
Oh my God.
Anyways, gentlemen, we are a little bit over an hour here. Is there any topics you guys want to wrap up for the week or talk about before we call it a show?
Just want to say thanks again, everybody. I'm
Yeah.
sure my birthday, I'm supposed to hopefully see some friends tomorrow, so I'm sure I'll
Yeah.
have a good time. So
Everybody out there
thanks,
wish
friends,
Howler
family. I
a
love
happy
you.
birthday down there in the comments
Drop it
if
in
you
the
haven't
chat.
already.
Yeah. Comments, excuse us.
But anyways, that is Gutterball 16. Any last comments? What about you, Jackson?
I got nothing else to say.
All
I
right.
love you. Keep watching.
Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe. Look forward to merch. Look forward to us popping up on other social media platforms. TikTok. Look forward to the timestamps. We're going to make it easier for you to
Facebook,
skip through our shows. Yeah, Facebook.
Twitch, streaming video games.
It's
some
all
pot.
coming. Just give us time. We're going to get it done. Gutterball 16!